Hi everyone, I'm Kelsey and I would like to welcome you to video number 2 of our virtual Christmas extravaganza. This video is part of a Christmas themed, project-based new fabric video series. And be still my heart, today I am so overwhelmingly excited to introduce you to the Rifle Paper Holiday Classics collection of cotton fabrics, cotton canvases, and one rayon. This collection features twinkling gold metallic accents on elegant holiday florals and other iconic Christmas prints that are so perfect to decorate your home this holiday season. Think table runners, think pot holders, think oven mitts, throw pillows, bags. I also have a ton of samples to show you made out of these gorgeous fabrics to get your creativity flowing. So let's get started. First, let's look at this present table runner. This runner was constructed using the instructions for the large gift block found in the free pattern Wrapped Up by Paintbrush Studio Fabrics. 1-inch sashing was added between the blocks and as a border. The nostalgic prints in the Holiday Classics line by Rifle Paper Co. made for the perfect wrapping paper inspiration for these gifts. We've included a link to this free pattern in the description of the video, as well as a supply list if you feel inspired to create this really fun runner. The approximate size of this one right here is 10 inches by 50 inches, but remember you can always add or take away present blocks depending upon the length of your table or kitchen island. Let's take a look at the glimmer fabric and at the pattern. Isn't it beautiful? So Pamela made this. She's one of our instructors here, and she's a beautiful sewist, and we had a lot of fun picking out these novelty prints. And we also really love this new fabric from Cloud9. It's called Glimmer, and this is the one we used, and hopefully the camera is picking up how shimmery it is. And so not only is it beautiful to the eye and on your tablescape, but it's also washable in cold water, so that's really, really great. You don't have to worry about that. It comes in 3 different colors, and we are so happy to have those here, and we think it's a great addition for your table runner. Earlier, I mentioned that you want to use the large block, and the reason I say that is because we found inspiration from this free pattern online, and as you can see, there's 2 different block sizes in this quilt. So we said, oh, let's take the large block size. You see how the large block has 4 quadrants? Our sample has 4 quadrants. So that's the block that we took. And then we said, you know what, let's make them go this way and that. So if you're sitting on one side of the table or the other side of the table, you still get a nice view of the Christmas presents. The other thing that we thought about was the back side. As I said, the florals in this collection are very, very elegant, and they're actually year-round metallic florals. So if you feel inclined to flip it over and use this side for the rest of the year, or at least through Valentine's Day, since it's white and gold with a red binding. So that is the table runner pattern. We also have a supply list we're going to make available for you if you'd like to make one of these. So before we move on to the next project, let's take a look at some of the fun prints you could incorporate into your table runner. First, we're going to start out with this luscious red and gold little dot print. We use this as the bows and the ribbons on the presents in the table runner, and we also used it as the binding. Next, we're going to look at the snow village that is in the Rifle Paper Classics. I just love this because I love skiing, and I love that they've included a gondola and little skiers and the village with ice skaters, and everything's covered in snow. Here is one of the iconic prints in the collection. This is the Nutcracker on an evergreen background with the tree and the pines there, and there's gold metallic all throughout. Such a fun print. This stripe basically goes with everything in the print, and once again the eye catches the gold metallic in there. Here's the backing that we used, and this gorgeous floral comes in multiple colors. This is the cream and gold, And I see a lot of our customers use this in bag making as well because it makes a very luxurious tote or wallet. And then here's another nutcracker scene. So these are just my suggestions for what you could use if you want to go the novelty route for the wrapping paper on your Christmas present table runner. Next, let's talk about making a kitchen apron. This apron pairs the utility of a kitchen apron with the beauty of the Rifle Paper Co. Holiday Floral. The whimsical poinsettia and the holly berries are the perfect addition to your winter kitchen. This simple apron has fun details, including large pockets, a place to hang your kitchen towel, and sliding strap hardware to adjust the neck strap for a great fit. Pamela copied her favorite apron at home, which is a simple thing to do if you have any sort of Pellon tracing paper at home. To make an apron like this, you need 2 1-yard cuts of your favorite cotton or cotton canvas. And if you'd like to do a contrast strap, she chose the Glimmer from Cloud 9. I would say to get about a 1/2 yard of that. So lastly, this apron is made out of the cotton canvas, and I wanted to show you a few of the options should you want to make one of these. We chose this cotton canvas because it's got a heavier hand, which means your apron is going to look and feel more durable, a little bit heavier. The nutcracker print on the evergreen background also comes in a cotton canvas. And then if you would like to make your apron reversible, you would cut 2 instead of 1, right, to make them reversible. This is what we put on the back of it. It is a cotton stripe, just 100% cotton. It's nice and wide, and that way you've got this side for the Christmas season and the other side for the rest of the year. And don't forget, you can embellish these as well. Add whatever you like to bling them up for the holiday season. Next, think Christmas photos with Santa with this elegant children's dress made by Holly using Simplicity pattern 9026. Holly paired together a classic mistletoe cotton print with a luxurious forest green velveteen and a lovely embroidery design that is reminiscent of the classic Rifle Paper Company florals. Remember, we have a giant selection of patterns in stock every day in store from New Look, Simplicity, Berta, Butterick, and Quick Sew. So be sure to stop by when you're looking to make a garment. We have the patterns. And while we are looking at this dress, let's turn it to the back side, because when you know how to sew, it's so much fun to add special, oh, look at that green, special details like these beautiful buttons. And so Holly did a phenomenal job putting this one together. And the velveteen, we went on a hunt for this. Luckily, we found it at Robert Kaufman. It's the perfect color, and it's 100% cotton, so it is washable with those kiddos, and it goes perfectly with our collection that I'm showing you today. And this is Simplicity 9026. And it does come with a few different sleeve options, so no matter where you live in the country, the sleeves are covered, whether it's long sleeve or short sleeve. Children's sizes 3 to 8 are in this pattern. Next, how about a shopping tote for the holiday season? Let me go ahead and show you some more of this beautiful collection and get you inspired to create a holiday tote in just 6 easy steps. Pat and Holly made the tutorial for this bag, and we're gonna be sure to share it with you should you wanna make one too. Here is the main floral in the collection. It's the poinsettias, and as you can see, that gold is glimmering off the fabric. This is the 100% cotton. It also comes in the cotton canvas, which you've seen me wearing in the apron most of this video. All right, and here's one of those iconic nutcracker scenes. This comes on 2 backgrounds. This is the lighter background. Here's another one of my favorites. I could definitely see a throw pillow being made out of this one. And of course this one too. We saw the floral on the cream background earlier in the video. This one is on a dark background, and look at how those flowers pop. My gosh. And then we have some trees And just to shake things up, those have a nice silver metallic, kind of mimicking the snow on the tree. And this particular print here, this is what Holly used to make the little girl's dress on white. Here it is in red, so very festive. Oh, and then it comes on a nice light teal. It is blue. Hopefully you can see that year-round beautiness. And then this is the other main print in the collection, and it's on the dark colorway, dark background. So a ton of beautiful, beautiful prints here. I'm just so overwhelmed and so excited to be showing you. And we've got one more project to take a look at. Oven mitts have quickly become my favorite gift to give because they are so easy to make and they are so well received. I followed the Spruce Crafts tutorial on how to make an oven mitt. The total time involved is about 1 hour, and this is a great project for the confident beginner. If you are ordering online, you'll want to get a ½ yard for the exterior and a ½ yard for the lining, as well as about 1 yard of Insul-Brite, which is the special batting that goes in between. You'll also need a package of double wide bias tape for the binding. There are multiple ways you can quilt your fabric for this project, and the first time I did it, I followed the tutorial exactly, and I used a walking foot with my sewing machine to make the quilting lines on the oven mitt. The second time I made a set of these, I said, I'm gonna use my embroidery machine and I'm going to quilt my fabric in the hoop. What does that mean? I'm gonna show you. First, I have a quilt sandwich here. And what is a quilt sandwich? This is my exterior. I've got the Insul-Brite right here, and then I've got my lining, my interior lining, right side out. Also for this project, I am using a dime magnetic hoop. And these are very, very strong magnetic hoops. They're optional hoops. And I love to use them for projects like quilting in the hoop because they don't require stabilizer. And I don't want stabilizer on the inside of my oven mitt. So let's go over to the machine and I'll show you how to set this up. It's demo time. For today's demonstration purposes, I'm using the Baby Lock Solaris 2 sewing and embroidery machine. But to do this project, you can use any machine with IQ Designer or My Design Center. Let's go ahead and get started by clicking IQ Designer. This is where the built-in quilting fills are located. So the very first thing I'm going to do is set a hoop size. So I'm going to select my shapes icon and I'm going to go to the hoop icon. And right now I have a 10 5/8 inch square installed on my machine. So that's the hoop that I'm going to choose, and I'm going to select OK. Now I can see a very clear defined red square that is the same size as my hoop that's on the machine. Now I'm going to go to this piece of paper icon right here where my quilting fills that are built in this amazing machine are located. If I select this icon and select, you're going to see pages of built-in quilting fills. All of these can be used to quilt your oven mitt, guys. This is the one that I chose right here. It is fill number 6. I'm going to select set. And a color is already chosen, red. That's a color I can see easily, so I'm going to select OK. And when I want to fill a whole hoop, I select the paint bucket because I want to dump that whole color in the whole hoop. There is my quilting fill. It was that easy. But wait, there's more. When you select next, that's the standard size the hoop the machine will stitch out, but you can go to the sizing icon and you can make it bigger or smaller. Anything with a black box around it is a manufacturer's default, but let's say I want to quilt my oven mitt fabric at 150%. We can do that, and that is exactly what I did. So I'm going to select OK. The machine's loading, and did you see that? The design is now 150% bigger, and that's the size that I used to quilt this fabric. I'm all set on this screen, so when I'm set, I click set, and it says, are you sure you're set? And I say, yes, I'm set. And in this screen right here, you can see at a glance that this is going to take me 8 minutes to stitch out, so let's do it. All right, so my embroidery has finished and I've removed it from the hoop, and that is one wonderful way to get perfect quilting. So if you are interested in a baby locker, brother, with IQ Designer or My Design Center, please come into our machine department and see us, because we do have those machines in stock now and they can do so much more than what I just showed you. So let's get the overhead camera. I'm going to recommend following the tutorial from here because it does have pictures and it is well written, and it does come with this template. You're going to want to make 2 of these quilt sandwiches and lay them on top of each other, and then you're going to lay down the template and you're going to trace around the template, and then guess what? You're going to sew on your trace line. You're going to cut away the excess fabric and continue on with the tutorial from Spruce Crafts, and you're going to have a really nice oven mitt. So, wow, I hope I have inspired you today to use these Rifle Paper Co. florals, both in the cottons and the canvases. There is so much you can do for your home to give away as Christmas presents. Everything's available in store or on sewing.net. And remember, the coupon code is 20% off. It's Xmas20, Xmas20. Be sure to type that in, sewing.net, our website. And you're gonna get 20% off all of these beautiful fabrics I just showed you. Please like and share this video, and happy sewing.